Hello, toy fans, and welcome to my 13 days of Halloween. Nah, I'm just kidding. These videos aren't going to be that scary. But we are starting day 1 of my 13 days of Halloween countdown. If you guys missed the vlog where I announced I was doing 13 days of Halloween again this year, check the link in the description below to learn more about what's going on and the prizes you're eligible to win. But starting off here with day 1, we've got the Hobgoblin Superhero Masher figure from Hasbro. If you guys remember from last year, the very first figure I covered for that 13 days of Halloween was the Green Goblin Superhero Masher. So I figured what better way to kick things off this year than covering another Spider-Man Goblin villain. As you can see, he does come in the standard Marvel Superhero Mashers packaging. And on the back, we do get an image of Hobgoblin as well as some other figures available in the line. Alright, Spook fans, let's get Hobby out of the box and see what he's all about. Alright, toy fans, here we have Hobgoblin out of the packaging. You can see here from the sculpt, wait a minute, that's not Hobgoblin, that's Green Goblin. Well, excuse me for making the mistake. As you can see here, and this highlights one of my complaints about the figure, this Hobgoblin is the exact same figure as the Green Goblin that we got last year. Honestly, from the neck down, that's not really a problem for the Hobgoblin figure. Green Goblin and Hobgoblin do tend to wear the same costumes in the comics, but I do wish that Hasbro would have gone the extra mile with this Hobgoblin figure to make him look different. I mean, Hobgoblin's wearing a sock cap for crying out loud. He's never worn that in the comics. Typically, he's got a hood or a shroud wrapped around his head and shoulders. I'm assuming Hasbro must have done this because they were just penny pinching and didn't want to create a new cape and head accessory for that goblin body. But guess what, Hasbro? All you had to do was grab the cape that came with a Loki figure, stick it on Hobgoblin, and you've got yourself halfway to a Hobgoblin figure. Look at that, I've done half the work for you. Now you just needed to create a new head sculpt and everything would have been fine. So really, why not give us a brand new head sculpt? Was it really going to set you guys back that much when you were already reusing everything else you already had? I do still like the sculpt of this body though. We have the nice scale sculpted in on the legs, there's actual wrinkles that are visible in the torso of the figure, and the head sculpt is a really nice head sculpt. It just worked better for a Green Goblin, I think, than it works for a Hobgoblin figure. And as you can see here, accessory-wise, Hobgoblin's coming with the exact same pumpkin bomb accessory, except for on Hobgoblin it's colored purple, where on Green Goblin it was colored orange. They also have a peg, so you can plug it into any of the ports on the arms and legs of the Masher's figure. Thanks to the use of the old Green Goblin mold, this Hobgoblin Masher actually has some really nice articulation. His head will actually look down that far and look back that far and rotate all the way around. He's got a hinge at the shoulder that bends out and up that far. We're missing that in most Mashers anymore. He rotates all the way around at the shoulder. He's got a single joint at the elbow that bends forward that far and bends back that far and rotates all the way around. There is no finger or wrist articulation, no waist or ab crunch of any sort, but then he's got a ball jointed hip that bends forward that far, bends back that far. He's got a hinge that'll allow it to go out that far. He's got a single jointed knee that bends down, bends up, rotates all the way around, and then the beautiful ankle pivot is still on this old mold. So, despite this being a repaint, it's actually superior to a lot of Mashers we've received so far in 2015. Now, if any of you guys are watching this review and you don't know what Mashers are all about, they are a toy line that allows you to separate your figure at the head joint, the elbow joint, the hip joint, and the knee joint, and mix them with other figures in the line. So let's go ahead and bring in the Mashers Loki figure, and after a quick edit, you can see we can make a pretty crazy looking sort of character. And of course, the more figures you have from this line, the more options you're going to have to mix and match and create your own custom-made superhero or supervillain. Height-wise, we can see that this Hobgoblin Masher does stand right at about 6 1/4 inches tall. For some size comparison, here we have him standing next to the Green Goblin Superhero Masher figure, the Starscream Masher figure, and the Star Wars Boba Fett Masher. And finally, here he is standing next to the 6-inch scale Marvel Legends Infinite Series Wolverine. Trick or treat, Wolverine? No thanks, Bob. I'm cutting back. Alright, toy fans, well that's my review of the Marvel Superhero Mashers Hobgoblin figure released by Hasbro in 2015. Overall, for a repaint, this figure's not too bad, but I do feel like there's a fair amount of laziness put into it as well. I really would have liked to see this Hobgoblin figure have a cape and his own custom head sculpt. That really would have made this figure perfect. If you're a fan of the Spider-Man franchise or the Goblin characters in general, I'd say go ahead and pick this figure up, but wait till it's on sale. Well, thanks for watching this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been day 1 of my 13 days of Halloween countdown for 2015. And now for your first challenge. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite version of a repainted figure has been in the past. Hasbro alone has had a ton of them. I look forward to your answers. If you guys like this review, please feel free to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to me. Also be sure to hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at D21Beast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.